As we're getting ready to launch season 2 of our podcast series, Work Matters, a series of conversations about what leaders can do to make work more productive, valuable, meaningful, and impactful, we want to look back at some of the highlights of season 1. Enjoy.
The starting point for me is to get alignment and agreement, whatever stage your company's at, about what our purpose is as an organization. Because the key anchor for all of that piece is the what are we actually looking to achieve? Once you've got that purpose-driven performance aligned and agreed internally, then you can use that to drive the culture of what is the best way to achieve that.
Almost every team that I've ever led, there are 3 critical elements to starting the journey with that team. And it's understand your purpose, your principles, and your priorities. And it starts with purpose. It is, why do we show up every day? Defining your why, defining your organization's why is critical. Otherwise, how do I know whether to follow you? How do I know what I'm running to?
An organization is simply the people in it working towards some sort of shared purpose. Without that, there is no organization. But we tend to forget that. And that's what I was trying to bring people back to, is a very human approach to how do you actually foster an environment where change becomes a capability.
We go to work because we want to interact with interesting, empowered, supportive people and solve engaging problems. So process and politics should be things that work for everybody without being layered over with sort of confusing cultural norms that work in a counterproductive fashion.
I do think that meaningfulness in all aspects of our lives, doing things right, doing the right things is becoming more and more important. I know lots of organizations now are saying, well, do we bring people back? Should we bring people back? And if so, how and what? If not, what does that mean for the work they do, the jobs that they, and how they're managed?
When your employees are engaged and feel good about their work and feel good about the company and their colleagues and their manager, they are multiples of times more productive, as well as less likely to leave. So that requires that employees experience having sufficient autonomy in the way they do their work and what they do, a sense of purpose about the work that they're doing, opportunities for growth in their job, meaningful growth, and an experience of being connected and related to their coworkers and the enterprise.
I would say it's time to really think ethically first. That's where it starts. Then you try to say, if you really want to invest in people, you start to take a more humanistic approach. So it's sort of a philosophy or a policy or a culture. Then you have to start looking at how you're going to change the leadership development so that it's not just one-sided. And of course, then you have to change your HR. And in many cases, I think for companies, they're going to have to start looking for people that say, can you do human development? I don't really know what that means.
One thing is, no one has it perfect right now. We are all arms locked because we are all learning and trying new things and looking to be the best that we can, not only as an employer, but as part of the team in a corporate or a small business environment.
And that's a wrap. Season 1 was truly a labor of love for me and the PurposeWorks team. A tremendous thank you to our guests for sharing their insights and perspectives. For me, some key takeaways from Season 1 are: 1, the pandemic has brought purpose front and center and irreversibly changed how we work. 2, the great resignation is underway and the ability to attract and retain top talent will be critical. 3, you can only do a good job if there's a good job to be done. And we are presented with a unique opportunity to reimagine and redesign work to be both meaningful and productive. And 4, HR is faced with either a tremendous opportunity or a tremendous challenge to support this transformation. To our viewers, thank you for your comments, your likes, and your shares. For Season 2, we upped our game in many ways. A new look, new music, some great guests, and some fantastic topics. Be sure to subscribe to stay in the loop. Thank you for listening, and let's make work matter. Until then, this is Thomas Bertels signing off.